Welcome to Stop Being Stupid, the podcast. That's right. I'm your host, Good Folk, and y'all from the Wisdom Works Studio. Check it out. Update on Baltimore Ravens head coach John Harbaugh. We finna do a reaction video to wherever he landed at. We know he got fired already by Baltimore Ravens, but we praying for him to get over to Shedeur Sanders and Cleveland Brown. You know what I'm saying? And kind of paying that situation out for us over there. So he'll win a coach. You know what I'm saying? It ain't been too hot the last few years.
The NFL broke Tuesday evening as the Ravens fired head coach John Harbaugh. In his 18 seasons in Baltimore, Harbaugh won 193 games, by far the most in franchise history. However, the Ravens finished 8-9 this season, just the third losing season under Harbaugh. He was the second longest tenured coach in the league. Now, the Ravens reached the playoffs in 12 of 18 seasons under Harbaugh, including winning Super Bowl 47, where Baltimore defeated the Niners 34-31 to earn the franchise's second Super Bowl title ever. However, since then, there was an 8 Patriots. Adam Schefter broke the story and posted this yesterday. In the first 45 minutes after John Harbaugh was fired, his agent, Brian Harlan, said he received calls from 7 NFL teams expressing interest in his client. There currently are 7 NFL coach openings, including Baltimore, so that means one team clearly does not yet have a vacancy. Peter Schrager joins us now here on First Take.
Don't know another coach that spoke highly of Shedeur Sanders, but for what I'm hearing, he spoke, pretty good on Shedeur before the draft. He was kind of interested in coaching Shedeur Sanders, and he might get an opportunity. It'll be all his choice, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what it do. Hopefully we find out in this interview that he decided to come to Cleveland.
So, Schrags, where's the best fit for John Harbaugh?
He's going to have all the choices he wants. His family's from Cleveland. That one raises eyebrows. His old running mate, Monty Ossenfort, is the GM in Arizona. There is an opening in Atlanta, of course, with a lot of things to like on that roster, with a GM spot that's vacant that maybe he could help play a role in filling that one. The team I'm circling, though, is the one in our backyard. I think the New York Giants make a ton of sense.
So they want him in New York, and they need him in Atlanta to be a GM. That's a more interesting job, that's a high-paying job right there. And but if he love coaching, hopefully he'll get over there and create some history with that legend over there, you know what I'm saying, in Cleveland.
Quarterback in Jackson Dart, which is what they believe they have.
Ready.
They believe they have a franchise quarterback in Jackson Dart, a franchise left tackle in Andrew Thomas, a pass rush that is set to go right now, cap space, Malik Neighbors, Scottaboo. We can go through the roster. They also have a top 5 pick, and they have a thing that none of these teams have that are currently there. A wall with 4 Lombardi trophies on it, and a fan base that can rival the Ravens fan base, expectations, standards, and a certain stature of franchise amongst the NFL 32. John Harbaugh is going to interview for several of these jobs. None of them are in stone yet. I can tell you that the Giants are interested. I can tell you Cleveland is going to be aggressive in this one. Can you imagine John Harbaugh going in Cleveland and playing the Ravens twice a year? I believe, to me, the Giants and Harbaugh make a lot of sense.
You almost fell out of your chair and made me nervous.
The Jackson Dart quarterback.
Go ahead.
I think the Giants make sense too because they have an embattled GM who
They do for greatness, man. They do to make history, man. They've been losing for a long time. It's been a loser organization for a long time. And the Cleveland owner, man, I think he really want to win for his grandsons, man. I think his boys, man, they tired of looking at a loser and a grandpa. You know what I'm saying? And I think he understand that. So I think he going to do what he got to do. Even if he don't get Harbaugh, he going to get somebody in there that can do something. But like I said, at the end of the day, you might need to call Pops, man. Just call Pops. You know what I'm saying?
was in a little trouble there, and Shane, who they brought back, partly maybe because of the health of Mr. Mara, because, it's hard to look for
stabilizing factor.
Yeah, so you don't want to go too crazy with all this dishevelment. So I think Harbaugh he's gonna go to the Giants. It's by far the best job.
I really believe, though, he's going to get to Cleveland. I think he'll go to Cleveland. I think Shedeur that special, man. I think Shedeur is a special kid, man, that well, a special man now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no kid no more. I believe he draws that kind of, urgency, attention, like a magnet, man. I think he's a magnet for success. So if you want to make a name for yourself and leave a true legacy and build on it, if you already have a legacy, Cleveland Browns, Shedeur Sanders will be the place for you. Yeah, it looked bad. Yeah, it looked like it's a house full of chaos, and it is. But I think that new energy that a coach would bring, any coach, anything new would be better than Kevin Stefanski and what he brought to Cleveland in the last year. And the true Cleveland fans, the down hard, dog pound, they'll tell you this has been going on for a long time, longer than just 1 year, way before Shedeur Sanders got there. So, hey, man, if you want to be a winner, man, I think it's time to roll with the new waves, baby. You understand what I'm saying?
I think Stefanski, I tell you, a perfect place for Stefanski is Tennessee.
Perfect place for Stefanski is a high school football team. Yep, in Tennessee. That would be great. Yep, Tennessee. Tennessee Mountaineers or some shit. Whatever it is. But no college. D3 college, yeah. JUCO, something like that. You know what I'm saying? He need to start over, buddy.
And Stefanski's a good coach. I don't care. I don't like Haslam as an owner. Or Stefanski's a good coach.
I'm not questioning him as a coach, but I'm talking quarterback position. The man had about 13 quarterbacks in 6 years.
That's not his fault.
Whoa. At some point in time. What about
who? Who was he supposed to develop?
You had Baker Mayfield.
Well, they got rid of him.
That's what I'm saying. You had Baker Mayfield. You had Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson in Houston. We never thought we could see him look that bad. It was under Stefanski now. Listen,
don't put that on Stefanski. No.
Guys.
I know, but you don't associate his
my
name.
Lord, I'm not.
Deshaun was not Deshaun.
Listen, Deshaun was not Deshaun. Deshaun was rattled. He was self-inflicted. His off-field. I got that part.
Okay.
But I'm not talking about blaming him for that. I'm talking about how
the
precipitous the drop-off. My God,
could
you do something?
The one you said.
Could you feed him? Could you feed him some protein? What the hell?
2 years ago, it was the coach of the year with Flacco when he made the playoffs.
He was supposed to get
2 years ago when they had Flacco.
I didn't talk about his coach. I said, just don't come to me like he's some quarterback whisperer.
I think you called this one just right. What quarterback guru has he been? He ain't did nothing, man. He done had players, man. Like the man said, he done had 2 million quarterbacks over there in Cleveland under his leadership and no success. At some point, you got to take accountability. At some point, you got to point the finger and hold people accountable. So for you to sit there, act like Kevin Stefanski has been this great coach and all this and that, no, man. Be real about it. What make him a great coach if he been unsuccessful the past few years? He used to be a great coach. Some players, when you speak on the players, you don't hold your tongue. He used to be great. Deshaun Watson wasn't Deshaun Watson. But Kevin Stefanski wasn't Kevin Stefanski. You feel me? Straight up.
Because Baker left and went to coaches, reinvigorated himself, and now we regard Baker Mayfield as one of the best quarterbacks in the league, right? So again, now as a rookie, developing, same situation you would be in with Jackson Dart, right? Can you develop this young quarterback who everybody seems to think is the franchise guy? I'm late to the party on quarterbacks for a reason.
I got to see more.
Yeah. I think he's talented. The kid can play. All of that is on display. But before we determine that this is the quarterback you want to be paired with to take you into the future,
I agree.
I will go Arizona with Harbaugh, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because no franchise that he goes to, he's going to be under pressure to win. They need a stabilizer in AZ. They need a guy that can compete with what that division is. And whatever decision you make with Kyler Murray, when John Harbaugh gets to AZ, he's going to be the face of the Arizona Cardinals. And then you start from there. They got some pieces on defense that I like a lot. That's a team that I think is I like the Austin Ford connection, but it's a low enough under the radar situation right now. He can raise the level
No pressure there.
under people's nose, and then we talking about the Cardinals being a playoff team and having success. But Trades, he just left. He just got kicked out of the class of the division. Why? Why did he get? Why? Because it eventually
He garbage. That's it. Just garbage, man.
over into the quarterback, and the decision makers are choosing between Lamar and Harbaugh. And Harbaugh lost the cachet of being the face of the Ravens because Lamar's ascension,
No doubt.
right? And when you get to this point and you got to make that decision, they say, Harbaugh, we appreciate your service. We got to go with the guy that we got on the books for $250 million plus dollars. In Arizona, listen to me. In Arizona, if Harbaugh goes to Arizona,
I agree with that.
Arizona
I agree with that. I agree with that.
up to a level in which they are respectable and competing at a very high level with he king.
I get it.
It's his franchise.
It's not a terrible
organization.
pick. I don't disagree. I think Giants, but I think you
Not saying it's the best situation.
No,
but
they don't have a quarterback.
if he could bring it to, I'm telling
Steve, I'm with you, dog.
man, it would be that would
It's
get me
a hard
excited.
division, though. It's so
I
hard to
need-
win there.
That's fine.
It's a challenge.
Y'all talking about how great of a coach he is?
I need you to stop pulling a Lewis Riddick and filibustering and let me.
That's what I'm talking about. Call him out, Steve.
Let me say this.
Stefanski.
No, man.
My time.
Let me tell you
I had this space.
fellas. If a player hasn't been productive enough, I said enough, for years, what do we do?
Let's go. Hey, y'all. Hey, lend your ear now. Get close. My boy finna talk to you.
Why do we constantly act like coaches get to have lifetime tenure?
Huh?
They don't. 13 years this man hasn't won a Super Bowl.
Thank you.
He had Lamar Jackson for the last 7 or 8 years and couldn't get to a Super Bowl. Not losing, couldn't get to it.
We still need him in Cleveland because he's still better than Kevin Stefanski. But just know, if you do come to Cleveland, you need to know what time it is, man. You got yourself a franchise quarterback. Get over there. You drop the ball in Baltimore. Come to Cleveland where it ain't much pressure. Just put Shador on the field, be in your line, doing the draft, and you good.
Blast Sirianni. The man.
You already got a super defense. Break in a couple DBs on the back end, grab them up about second, third round. Hey, I really shoot about third round for them because you all right back there with them. And then you that front line, boy, that D line is over with. You know what I'm saying? Myles Garrett, take care of him and the rest of his crew, and it's over with. You'll be at the Super Bowl, I promise, in about 2 years, about 3 years.
Super Bowl champion. We blast Jalen Hurts. He been to how many Super Bowls? Been to 2 Super Bowls. Would have been the MVP with the one they lost to Kansas City before they stumped them last year. What are we doing? John Harbaugh, mad respect to this man. I'm quite sure he'll get another job. I agree with you. I think the Giants are the way to go. But we didn't really ask ourselves the question. Does he really deserve
It's a different
for a
conversation.
bunch of people calling up, acting like he's some savior? Because they ain't see it in Baltimore. You yourself on the record just a few minutes ago. Didn't he say, yo, it's been going on for a few years.
Yeah.
They got questions about it. And what did they say? Even though X's and O's, the man knows what he's doing. He's a special teams dude that got the head coach job in 2008 and soared and exceeded, and we got mad respect for that. But then since that time, one disappointment after another. No, we bring up double-digit losses more than anybody in the league. We bring up the absence of a Super Bowl appearance more than anybody else. We're going and raving about other coaches that have won. But the minute they struggle, even though they won more recently than he has, we ready to hold them accountable.
Nobody get him out here about now.
Come on now.
Don't tell me not to be out here.
Let's go.
My boy playing tonight. Let's get it.
What I'm saying is, when that kind of stuff is happening, I'm simply making the point. Why are we talking
like it's automatic. How can you not grab him? Wait a minute.
Mediocre. My dog say, hey, John Harbaugh is mediocre. That's basically all he's saying. Man, you done had time to win you a Super Bowl, and you ain't won no Super Bowl. See, I was rooting for you to come over here to Cleveland, but hey, now that I look at it, you might be the perfect person for Cleveland, because you got something to fight for. You could never give Baltimore that championship. So, hey, man, come to Cleveland, and you got something to work with for the next few, you know what I'm saying, next few years, buddy.
What's the criteria? Now, you're telling me be respectable.
I think it'll be a perfect situation, man. You got something to fight for, and Shador got something to prove. So, both of y'all got something to prove. Y'all get out there and work together, man, and go conquer the NFL, man.
Compete. Be in the mix.
Compete. Be in the mix. In Cleveland. I'm trying to tell you, Harbaugh, go to Cleveland. I can take your wisdom over Kevin Stefanski, honestly. Kevin ain't did nothing, man. So I'm pretty sure Cleveland will accept you with open arms. And you know what I'm saying? You'll do your thing.
I got nothing to say. But if you're talking about ascending, championship contention, and stuff like
But the best coach that's probably for the job is Pops, man, to be honest with y'all.
that, I'm looking at you and I'm saying, not only did you have Lamar Jackson, you had Derrick Henry. You let your offensive coordinator go, gang.
Come to think about it, you had Derrick Henry. Man, that's a beast. You had a run game. You ain't win with the run game?
Is without giving him the damn football. Gray Lewis and them, if they were dead, I'd say they turned it over in their grave with what this defense has looked like on periodically over the last couple of years. There have been moments where that defense was like, you can't get a stop. Yo, the mystique of the Ravens. Who they?
The Ravens was known for defense. I don't know how you let that go to garbage. That was your bread and butter, man. Ray done built the defense back then, so the defense supposed to stay like that forever. You had the blueprint for the whole NFL, so you don't just let that, you ain't keep that up? Damn, dog.
Oh, what they stand on. This is what it is. And Harbaugh was that dude. And suddenly it dissipated flagrantly before our eyes. What?
These cats might, you know what I'm saying? Steve might have a point, man. These cats getting old, you might need to put a new cat in. You know what I'm saying? Might need some fresh blood, man. Might need somebody young who understands Shador in Cleveland. Might need to give somebody new a try. You know what I'm saying? Give somebody new a try. You know, bring somebody up from college, a young cat, you know what I'm saying, who know football, who is a player's coach. You know what I'm saying? And you might find some success and have it for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Why are we talking like it's, oh, I love the man. I appreciate what he's done. He's a good man. He's a damn good coach. I think he will get another job, and eventually he should. My issue is, oh, there's 7 openings and 8 teams. And you know, it's gotta be him. Why? Why?
Well, because he's got 193 wins, 13 playoffs.
So did Bill Belichick. How things looking at North Carolina?
Well, that's a college situation.
How about the fact that he didn't get a job?
Steve ain't playing with him tonight, baby.
I agree with that, but my point is this. He didn't get one job. He's a 6-time champion. You got one, which happened 13 years ago, and we talking about you like you're Bill Belichick. You're not.
Go ahead.
You're not. And by the way, you had Tom Brady, but you had Lamar Jackson. You ain't have Zach Wilson or somebody.
That's real.
You have Lamar Jackson.
Are you filibuster?
Hey, real points being made, baby. Just leave it right there for the night on that right there, man, because this ain't really my team. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm a individual fan of Shador Sanders right now. I really like Jacksonville. I'm a Florida guy, just to let y'all know and put y'all on game. And I'm one of them guys, I like college football, really. But I like, for my NFL, I like Jacksonville, I like Tampa, and I like Miami. Because I'm from Florida, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Stop being stupid.
Should I save her? I wanna be saved. Should I save her?